Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to find out how much debt I have, and then we're going to talk about my sinking funds because I feel like I can just combine the two and just make it a longer video for you guys. So if you're interested on how much debt I have and how much I'm stuffing my cash envelopes today, then stay tuned and let's flip over to the page. So if you guys haven't seen my July budget or my weekly and calendar setup, I'll link it up in the cards above. You guys can see that and check it out and see what I'm up to. So now let's talk about the nitty-gritty, which you guys are so interested in, which is what my channel is really about, and that is my debt-free journey. If you guys don't know, I started my debt-free journey back in 2016 of December, on the 16th of December to be precise. I don't know if I was 23, 24, 25, but I was freaking out because I could not afford, or I thought I couldn't afford rent. And I thought I had to, you know, break the news to Bay that we probably would have to move in back with our parents, which is like the worst thing that can happen to me because if you guys don't know, I feel like once I've moved out, I don't want to go back ever again. But you know, life happens, and you know, if that's it, I'm always grateful that my parents always have our backs, but I did not want to do that. I wanted to get my ish together, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, I just buckled down because I kept struggling with the idea of how did I just graduate from school and I have this high-paying job that I've never had in my life. I was making like the bare minimum of like $10.50 an hour at a retail store for like 20 something hours. I wasn't even full-time, I was part-time. And now that I have a full-time, you know, decent paying job, I cannot manage to live on my own. Like, how is that possible? So that really started up my entire debt-free journey. And I think I had about 27 accounts of pure debt, just to be clear and honest. It would go all the way almost down here for enough room to spare of what my goal was and how much I was planning to close what. So yeah, that is how I started my debt-free journey. I found Dave Ramsey through a sticker shop, or not a sticker shop, like a girl who enjoyed stickers, and she was hauling it, and she was like, you know what, stickers are getting out of control, I need to get my stuff together. And I found Dave Ramsey, and so I looked him up, and that's how essentially I found the baby steps of, you know, the debt-free journey. And currently I'm on baby step 2. I've been on it for a long time and I'm just happy of how far I've come. So today I'm gonna go ahead and write down what are my debts, and if you guys have seen it or you've been with me for a minute now, you guys know that I'm currently 2 debts. But if I break them down, it's technically 3. So it's compiled of student loans and a personal loan. So the first debt that I have, that is my smallest, because if you guys don't follow the baby step 2 method, you write down your smallest debt to your largest and you work on it as a debt snowball. So whatever your debt was before and you got rid of a payment, you add that payment into your next debt, and it goes on and it goes on and it grows. So the first baby loan that I have now, which was my first ever student loan, is currently at $1,500. And I'm so lucky right now because with the forbearance and the 0% interest, with everything with COVID going on, that has really helped a ton, because if that was not the case, then I'd probably be like paying interest and whatnot more than anything. So that is my first debt. That is the smallest debt that I have. I remember back then I had like pesky ones of 100, of 200, 500, and then I went to 7 and 800, and then I was at 9, and then I was pure thousands, and now I'm here with what I called my monsters. So that's my first debt at the moment. The next one, if I go on the baby steps, is my credit union. Now my student loans are lump sum together, but I break them down into particular loans because each one is different with different interest rate. But in my portal, they're lump sum together as one entire payment. So I just break it down so it can be easier for me. So if I were to keep doing that, the next one would be my credit union, like I said. And this is a personal loan that I took out. and it has a fixed rate, a fixed minimum payment with a fixed end date. So currently my credit union is at $28.20.76. This is because its minimum payment is $274 monthly, so it does get thrown a pretty large chunk every month. If I, you know, even if I'm not even like tracking it, this will pay itself because of what I agreed to. And then next is the last student loan that I owe. And that is my 5th student loan that I took out. I took out a total of 6 student loans when I was in college. And so now the last one that I have is my 5th student loan that I took out. And that one is at $3,427.15. This one particularly doesn't change because I'm targeting everything to go to this loan here. So this one kind of has stayed the same balance for a minute just because it's not being attacked at all. So that is it. Literally, it's just my student loan and my credit union, and that is it. That is all I'm dealing with at the moment. Anywho, these don't actually have a due date, so I'm gonna putting a due date here. This one always has a due date of the 8th of every month. It's deducted every time. No minimum payments are needed for student loans currently, but my personal loan does have a minimum requirement of $274. So currently my minimum payment for the month is $274. That is it. That's all I'm working on. Nothing too much, nothing too bad. But now let's figure out how much debt I have. So I have $1,500 on one student loan, $28.20.76 on a personal loan, and then $34.27 on another student loan. So I have a total debt of $7,747.91. Wow, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. I do have a goal to, you know, throw $1,500 at my debt every month so I can close one account every 2 months. So that is my goal. I'm hoping I'll get there soon. But yeah, that is how that is working out. That is my debt. I brought it down significantly, I think, because in the previous month I have, let's take a look, I had a total debt of $89.69, so about $1,200 of debt that has come down from it. So I'm pretty excited. So now let's get into my sinking funds. Now my sinking funds, you guys, this is something that I'm pretty eager to start because I love, if you guys don't know, I love Christmas. It's like the one holiday where we like eat panes de pollo, we think about everybody, you know, it's just a day that, you know, we've always celebrated, and it's always considered family time, and we always gather together and we open presents. And for the past 2 or 3 years, I believe, we've been doing Secret Santa, which is always so helpful. But I think last year, I think we just bought everyone presents because we were just having a good financial year. So anywho, today I'm going to go ahead and put the sinking funds that I currently have and something that I want to boost up as well. So the first thing I want to go ahead and do, and I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can see that. The first one is going to be cart maintenance. Cart maintenance has been around forever. It's something that I keep for oil changes, registration, and whatnot. Last month, after adding the $20, I ended up with a total balance of $180. So that is what that is the start of the balance right there, and I'm planning on adding $20 today, and that would give it a total balance of $200. Now I never know if I'm going to add more or take away from it, so I'm not going to put any numbers right here. Next, I have my medical fund. I depleted this last month, and I wanted to make sure that I have something for medical because I'm always going to the doctors. I always have some type of prescription that I need to make sure that I get filled, or you know, if I go and have like a telecon visit or a phone call or like an in-person visit to the pharmacy or to the doctor, I do have a co-payment. So today I'm gonna fully fund that today of $150. I just want to make sure I have it just in case something happens within the month, and I want to make sure that I'm actually covered by that. So I will be adding $150 today. Next is my car fund. My car fund is at $1,579. I believe there were some cents, 71 cents to be precise, and I'm gonna go ahead and add $170 to it. And the reason why I'm doing this is because last month in June I said I was going to throw $170 at it, and today I'm going to do it. I'm going to transfer it within my bank account to another online bank account, and then that should do it. So anyway, the starting balance currently is $180 plus $1,579.71, and technically I'm starting with $1,759.71 in savings for these miscellaneous things that I have. So now that I have that, let's go ahead and stuff some cash envelopes. So these are currently my cash envelopes. I have cart maintenance and medical. As you can see, there's nothing in medical. Like, that is just, it's done with. It doesn't exist. Like, no. And then, like I said, currently I should have 180 in my car fund. So let's do 50, 100, 150, 160, 70, 80. Yeah, 180 is in here. This is for registration, for oil changes, for anything that my little bucket needs. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and add $20 to it. I did pull out the cash right here to do all of the cash stuffing, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the 20, and I'm gonna add it in here, and this should have $200. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just leave this on its own, just like that. Like, I'm not gonna deal with it anymore. Like, I think I'm done cash stuffing this one. I did want like a $500 like minimum on there, but yeah, I'm okay with it. And then for medical, right here, it's gonna get 150. So I grab this cash. I'm gonna do 50, 60, 80, 100, 120, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. $150 is gonna go into my medical fund. Like that, I feel like if I need any medical attention, at least I'm covered for my co-pays and for my medicine. So yeah, that has been my debt update and my sinking funds. This one is electronic because I don't keep that money cash. It's just smaller versions of it that don't really have too much in them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, you guys.